Howdy, y'all. Welcome to another episode of CardBlitz. I'm your host, Kelly Reed, joined by my good friend, Patrick Marshall. Patrick, how's it going?
Good. How's it going, Kelly?
Good, man. It's Memorial Day weekend. Lots of kids are like my own kids they're moving up in the world, graduating from like middle school to high school,
Wow,
elementary
nice.
school to the middle school ranks. So it's been a busy week, some proud dad moments, and here to
That's
celebrate
great.
the weekend with you, man.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I still got elementary school kids, but we are something like 13 days out of school, ending 12, I think, after today. So it's coming fast. So, it's,
Get ready for summer, man.
man, I'm going to have a test tomorrow because obviously I'm not working tomorrow, Memorial Day. Hopefully, relax. But the kids are like, "Daddy, what are we doing?" And I'm like, "Okay, here's a prelude of summer. We're going to go bowling." So we're excited.
Man,
Kids are all fired up.
I'd say that, and then in the world of sports, man, I don't know if your kids are following the NBA playoffs right now or any of the NHL stuff out east, but you got
Wow.
that, and you got the college World Series, and for men's and women's with softball and baseball. So it's a pretty exciting time in the world of sports too.
Well, I tell you, man, the hurricanes around here are pretty hot. Obviously living in North Carolina. We're not in Raleigh, but we're in Charlotte, and there's a lot of hurricane fans here. That game last night was pretty cool. They were down 1-0, second game at home, went up 1-0 quick. It was 1-1, then 2-1, and they were holding on. And then Montreal just, they're an amazing team. They have the most goals for the least amount of shots, I think, during the playoffs. They only took like 9 shots on goal, and they had 2 goals yesterday. So the game went to overtime, and the Canes pulled it out. So it's 1-1. So this place is kind of on fire a little bit, which is kind of fun for hockey.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
gonna become a hockey town, right?
Dude, it reminds me of the Stars days back in the day, man, with Madonna and the whole crew. And I mean, that was a lot of fun back then.
Yeah,
So
back at the turn of the century and all, and
let's put it this way: I'm about to get a Hurricanes shirt. So you know what? Big things are happening here.
well, let's say, man, in the world of NBA, you've got the Thunder up on the Spurs. The Thunder, they lost that first game at home with the Spurs in that double overtime. Then next thing you know, man, they win back to back, and now the pressure's on the Spurs to produce.
Yeah, I tell you what, that SGA is really coming on. I mean, that guy is really good. I mean, I don't get a chance to watch him very often, but he's so smooth. It's like he never misses a shot. He's always in control. I never see him flustered. So, with a guy like that leading your team, it wouldn't surprise me if OKC can knock out the Spurs this year and repeat as champs. I think. I mean, it would. I mean, if the rest of the crew of the supporting crew of Oklahoma steps up, the OKC step up like they are. Because SGA is a good passer too. I mean, he just passed the ball to somebody and someone else drains a shot. They're going to be tough to beat.
Well, let me throw this out to you, Patrick.
Yeah.
If you were, in the market to buy NBA cards,
Yes.
you buy yourself a an SGA card or Wemby card,
You
like
know,
one and because right now they're both pretty hot players. So,
yeah,
how you going with
absolutely.
SGA or Wemby?
I think Wemby, I think his time will come. I mean, from what I saw in game two, I was like, wow, he stepped up. He was fired up. I've never seen him be a leader like that before. And I think he got a lot of people, a lot of buzz surrounding the Spurs. I think OKC maybe hands off the baton to the Spurs at some point, being Western Conference champs. I don't know if it's this year, but I'd want to get a Wemby card. I think
You
nothing
prefer
against
Wemby over
SGA.
SGA?
Yeah, nothing against him. I just don't really know him that well. But watching Wemby, he's just kind of a guy you want to. He's interesting. So
I'll say then on the East Conference, you got the Knicks and the Cavaliers, and we both know Jalen Brunson of the Knicks. He was pretty special here in Dallas, and he's doing incredible things up in New York now.
dude, I think that Knicks team is pretty loaded, and all the guys that come off their bench, I mean, they could all start for other teams. I mean, they're all really good players, and I don't know. I have this philosophy. If you're on a team and James Harden is your point guard, he'll guarantee he'll make you to the playoffs. He cannot get you past certain rounds, and this seems to be the case with Cleveland this year as well. You got James Harden at the helm, and you got two young players around him that are budding stars, and they just can't get anything going. I mean, they're just not a team. I think the Knicks will just destroy him in the next game as well. So
It'll be down. It'll be a sweep if they do it in the next game. It'll be
yeah,
four out, man.
that Knicks team is gelling, man. They're gelling like a team. They're you can see those guys have camaraderie. I mean, they know each other. So I
Do,
mean, I
do,
think
do you think the Knicks put up much of a battle against either the Thunder or the Spurs coming
yeah,
out of the West?
yeah, I think so. I think it comes down to gritty ball playing. I mean, like you said, Brunson, dude, that guy's a magician.
Hmm.
So he has to
He's
change his
special, man.
game. He'll change his game. Maybe he only shoots the ball 12 times one game, but has like 15 dimes. I could see that happening. I mean, he's that kind of player. So
Nice.
yeah,
Well, let's talk a little birthday kid action, right? Because we do that on CardBlitz a lot. We like talking
yeah,
about
and
birthdays.
and I love
So
it. Let's stay with the NBA theme, Kelly. This young man was not young anymore, but he always was young in my book. Was born on May 24th, 1979, turns 47 today. Mr. Tracy McGrady,
T-Mac.
otherwise known affectionately as T-Mac for all us Rockets fans, when he partnered with Yao Ming for 6 years. We thought we were going to have another title in Houston. Didn't quite turn out, but man, he's exciting. Um, Hall of Famer 2017, which surprised me. I didn't know he was in the Hall of Fame for that long. But then again, I've been checked out with elementary school kids, so doesn't surprise me.
Did his
um,
dad life.
yeah, 7-time All Star. I knew that. I mean, he played. He was a pretty incredible, and 2-time scoring champ. And I know he's drafted by the Raptors, where he got to join his cousin Vince Carter, and that was a dynamic 1-2 punch when he was drafted the NBA in 1997. I think played with the Raptors for a couple, like 2 or 3 years, went on to Orlando, and then he hit his time with Houston. And after that, I didn't quite follow him as much, but I knew he was just putting up 25 points a game. I mean, he was a good player.
I had no idea that him and Carter were cousins.
Yeah, it's actually his cousin, Vince Carter. And I was like, I couldn't believe
I
that. I
wonder
was
when
like,
they were growing up if they had like many family like outings where they're doing a little one-on-one action or
well, I knew
family
that.
involved. I wonder.
Yeah, I knew that T Mac went to a private prep school in Durham, North Carolina. And Vince Carter's from that area as well. And he played at Duke. He played at North Carolina. Durham's over by Duke. So I knew there was some family bonding. I just didn't know that they were real cousins. So,
Dude, that is interesting.
yeah. So pretty neat. Well, happy birthday, T Mac. You deserve it, man. You always did. I think he did things the right way. He was never loud, never got thrown out of games. He just scored points. Probably one of the best shooting guards that we've seen come around in a while. So, what about you, Kelly?
For my birthday kid, the last time this guy hit a home run was about a decade ago. This guy was a four-time All-Star. However, he was an All-Star in three different decades. In the late 90s, the aughts, and I guess you call it the 20 teens. He
I
is,
I can't guess.
well, I got two words for you. Two. Big, sexy.
Oh, big sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Bartolo Colon
Yeah.
turning 53 today on May
All right.
27th. Yeah, man. I mean, I didn't realize that about him being an all-star, three different decades. And
That's
2005 was his year, man. He won the Cy Young and he led the AL in wins that year. So the
what was
product
that?
of the Dominican
That's with the
Republic.
India. That was with the Indians, right? Wasn't he dominant with the Indians that year?
He came up with the Indians, but I think
Oh,
he was with the Yankees at that point.
oh, he was. Okay.
Hmm. And they were
Okay.
trying to get to the World Series and get a win, but he had moved on by the time they took that title. I think it was in '09 with A-Rod and Teixeira and all those guys up in
Okay. I mean,
Houston.
he was a character. I mean, I may have mentioned. I mean, there was one time I was watching him, and he was. I mean, he was just a kind of a robust guy. We'll put it that way. Not much in the weight room, kind of thing. And I remember he was pitching maybe for the Mets or somebody, and the announcers were watching him because every single time he'd throw, his button would pop off or his button would undo on his shirt. And they're like, man, Bartolo Colon's going to need a wardrobe change. And he kept doing it, and everybody started laughing. And he had to like button up the top button again. And I don't know. I guess he got it fixed because after a couple innings, it didn't do that again. Maybe he super glued it, but
He was literally letting it all hang out, right? He was
dude,
smart.
he gave you everything he had. Let's put it that way.
You know, the last team he played for was my Texas Rangers, 2018.
Oh,
the last
wow.
time he took the field, and I thought, I thought he was going to come back with the Rangers. They never let it. They didn't let him come back, man. I really wanted him to. I'm glad he was a Ranger, but I thought he could contribute to the pitching staff in 2019.
Yeah,
But
I didn't
he
realize
didn't.
that. I didn't realize he was on that 2018. So that was the team that was right after the playoff run against the Blue Jays when
Yeah, in
okay, when
2015 and
Roughneck Odor threw the best left-handed
yeah.
punch against Batista, whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't know if Blue Jay fans want to talk about that incident, but
That was yeah, I was sitting here in North Carolina. I just moved here. I was like, wow, did you see that? I was like,
dude,
that was great.
so yeah,
So
Bartolo Colon, man, birthday boy, big sexy, coming out with his own fashion line one of these days. So we'll see what he does in the garment industry. But as a baseball player, again, Cy Young Award winner, 247 wins,
oh, I didn't know that.
and over 2,500 strikeouts, Hall of Fame numbers,
That's honorable mention for sure. That sounds like Jack Morris to me, one of those kind of guys.
but no title,
Back in
no World Series title. And that might be the
yeah.
difference between a Jack Morris and a Bartolo Colon.
Yeah, I guess I guess they would have to look at it over longevity of time. Like, is there a snapshot of like 8 to 10 years in which Cologne was an all-star and was he dominant in his, what he did? Because a lot of guys can hang on, and maybe those are the numbers. That's why these padded at 2,500 and 240 plus wins, just because he was around for 3 decades. I don't know. That's a good argument.
Interesting. Well,
So
speaking of Indians, when we were talking last week, you had mentioned something about a 300 club player coming up. Our guy
yeah,
coming up there. So let's talk about that for a minute.
yeah. I was watching the Indians and Tigers game last week, and I did not realize that Jose Ramirez, who plays for the Indians, could become the ninth player in Major League Baseball history to join the 300-300 club, meaning 300 home runs and 300 stolen bases. And I was kind of shocked at that. It made me start digging in a little bit, and I'm like, I bet we could probably name some of the other 300-300 guys, but Jose Ramirez, I didn't know that had been around that long. First of all, to amass those kind of numbers, and I guess he was a rookie in 2005, so he's getting some. He's getting some. I think it was a 12th or 13th season this year, so he's got some longevity behind him. But I mean, this guy right here is, Jose Ramirez. He's rocking. He has 293 home runs and 307 stolen bases as of today. So I mean, he's gotten his stolen base number this season. I think he has 20 steals in 2026, but he only has, I think, 8 home runs, something like that. So it's quite plausible that he could easily get, 7 more home runs. I think he will maybe by the All-Star break if he gets hot. Who knows?
Are those the kind of numbers that gets him into Cooperstown, or do you
I,
think
I
he
mean,
can
I,
produce more than that?
I don't think he's. I mean, he's still in the prime of his career. I mean, I don't see him really slowing down, and he's got 1,700 and like 15 hits, something like that.
So if you get 2,000 hits, you
Yep.
know, fingers crossed, 500 home runs, but maybe he gets only 400 home runs, but maybe he gets 500 stolen bases, if
Yeah.
you do 20 a year, 25 stolen bases a year, 8 years, he could definitely hit that number.
Well, I think the writers and the Hall of Fame, it's based upon, if you're really good at one category, that's pretty amazing. You've had a great career. So if he does get, say 450 home runs, 500 home runs, you look at it from there. But if you also throw in 2,500 hits and 500 stolen bases, I'm like, okay, career average, it's probably going to be close to 300. I mean, it's going to be hard to resist not
That's
voting
elite
him in.
company, though, if you're putting up them kind of numbers.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So, I mean, now the Indians are kind of in the thick of it to possibly do well in the playoffs. I mean, I don't know if World Series rings come into it, but I think based upon pure stats, that guy produces every year. So,
Well, speaking of guys that produce, and a guy that might be a 300 guy, this guy here, Shohei Ohtani, we were talking
oh,
about
I
him
like
recently.
I like that card. I will
You,
match you, and I'll raise you another one. Nice.
you got the 2025 heritage. I got the
I,
24 heritage.
I'm telling you, I'm like I've got a vice, and it's these heritage cards. That's it. I mean, I've admitted it before, and I'm still on the train. So,
Well, I was going to ask about Shohei because, he's doing really well on the mound.
yeah,
And then I'm watching this game Wednesday night. He hits a home run before he even hits the mound. But before that, it seemed like it kind of had a little bit of a dip as far
Yeah,
as performance with the bat. Do you think like how do you think that impacts his card market? Is he impervious to the normal slumps, or do you think collectors look at that and go, man, guy can't he's not performing like he has at the plate.
yeah.
Let's stay away from his cards. Well, they're not going to stay away, but they're waiting for it to dip to buy again, I guess.
Yeah. I think I think when you look at baseball fans, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but it's very much some purist fans that only value pitching over hitting. I think when people see, think about baseball, they go, home run, God, look at that towering home run. Shohei Ohtani did it again. And when the guy's only got 8 home runs and not 15 by this point, people are like, oh, what's the matter with Ohtani? People fail to realize that, he's averaging a strikeout an inning. He's got a sub ERA under one and a sub whip under one for 49 to 50 innings pitched, 49 innings, I believe. I mean, that is unconscious. I mean, that's amazing. I don't think a lot of people look at that though. I think they value the hitter more so than the pitcher. But do you think Ohtani wants to win a Cy Young? I bet he does. I
I
mean, I
think
bet
I
he's
think he's
driven.
focused on that. He said that he's dialed in to be the best pitcher he can be this year on the mound.
Yeah, and here's the stat. I wonder if the numbers will let him quantify a Cy Young because I think you need 160 plus innings, 162 maybe to 200 is usually the range, but at least 162 innings to become valid. I think for the Cy Young voting as a starter, and he's classified as a starter. Now, say he gets 155 innings, maybe he has to take a couple breaks because his bat's needed, or he just needs rest an extra day. If you're looking at maybe, let's say, what if he's like 14? What if he's like 15-4, Kelly? ERA of 1.2, whip of under one, 165 strikeouts and 150 innings. I mean, does that take him out of being qualified for the Cy Young? I mean, I don't know. That's pretty tricky when you have these other guys who may reach 18 to 20 wins with 180 innings like the normal Cy Young. But I don't know if their whip is and their ERA is going to be below one or close or under two. Maybe Paul Skeens, something like that
If
in
I
the National
remember
League.
correctly, though, a couple of closers in the past have won the
Yeah,
Cy Young, right?
yeah.
And
As
so
a
based
closer,
on
yeah.
that, they didn't have the innings.
No, it's 70 to 80. I think 70 innings for a reliever, something like that. Or yeah, there's certain. I'm not sure about the reliever
Hmm.
numbers, but there's certain metrics for that as a relief pitcher, and obviously the saves would come into play there. So I mean, you can't have a middle relief guy say he pitches 100 innings, has an ERA of 0.5, with 150 strikeouts. I don't think. I guess he probably could be in the Cy Young voting, but he's probably not going to win it. It's going to be a starter or a reliever, something like that. So
Just imagine, though, if Otani does win a Cy Young, another World Series title, an MVP, like
yeah.
all bets are off, man. Like the greatest ever, I think.
No, I think the 300 club for Shohei is definitely going to happen. I mean, from what, how many, like 200 and
I know
how
he
many?
has just over 200 stolen bases, and I
Okay.
think he's creeping in at maybe he's getting close to that 300 home run mark.
Yeah. So the stolen bases you would think would slow down, but I don't know. Otani's just that guy. I mean, maybe he steals 100 more bases in the next 6 years,
6, 7, yeah.
5 years. Yeah. But I think he's really driven for the Cy Young, and from what I've seen so far on some of his highlights, I mean, he just doesn't give up any runs. The guy is stingy. So if he helps the Dodgers win another World Series by winning 15 games and he's the ace, there you go. I mean, it's gonna be tough to argue. But there's a guy named here's a guy I'm not really familiar with, but Christopher Sanchez for the Phillies. He's apparently in the Cy Young talk. You got Chris Sale for the Braves, that Jacob Mizorowski guy who's the closer for the Brewers, and then Paul Skeens, obviously the guy for the Pirates. But they're saying Skeens has a chink in his armor because his ERA is over two.
Yeah, he
Every,
started off a little cold, and
yeah,
Miz, yeah, he's a really good pitcher too, man.
yeah,
He's just gonna watch his arm because he's already had some time on the IL with that.
yeah, yeah. But it wouldn't surprise me. Like it with these four runners right now. and then you throw in Ohtani and what he's capable of. Man, there's a probability Ohtani could win this Cy Young. He just has to be consistent. So,
Well,
and he
that
has to get a
to be
start. He has to get a
determined.
start in. He's got to get his starts in. He's got to continue to be on the regular rotation. So,
I was gonna ask, segueing to like show and tell stuff. I mean, it's been a couple of weeks since you and I partnered up on an episode. Do you have any
yeah,
cards you want to show off, or
I was going through some cards, and I know I got this graded a while ago, but I just looked at it the other day, and it just struck me as such a cool looking card. And I'm a vintage guy. 1968 Topps Roger Maris. This is the last team he played with in Major League Baseball. I think he retired in September of '68. And I was just looking at this card. I'm like, that's a sharp looking card. I mean,
it's a sweet looking card too.
it's only a 5, but for me, I'm like, I've had this card for about probably 30 years. And to find it and look at it again and actually go, huh, look at that one. It just kind of stopped me for a moment. So I wanted to show it off today. I'm going to display this one on the dresser for the next month or so, and then switch it out. So
It's in the rotation.
it's in the rotation. Yeah. What about you, Kelly?
Well, got a couple of mail days this week. It's kind of like Christmas in May for me, and so like this one came from you. So
Yeah.
so I have yet to actually open.
Cool.
I did cut or perforation thing, but let me do the reveal.
And that's the envelope that I was telling you about, Kelly. Pretty cool, huh?
Yes, this is
Yeah.
a shell mailer
Yeah.
incognito. Well, it
Yeah.
looks like
That's
you sent me some of the 2025 Topps Heritage cards I need for that for my set.
Yeah. And I thought the Wyatt Langford, I thought you'd love that one. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm sending him a Ranger. This would be cool.
Oh, definitely, man. And he's got the rookie cup. So
Yeah.
that is very cool. Um, our friend John over at Nerding Out with Cards, uh, he sent me little package here. So let
Yeah.
me let
Nice.
me open this thing up. He sent a note, but I'll read that privately. Uh, he did the cardboard sandwich.
Oh,
So
nice.
bear with me. John, thank you. Interesting, John. Empty. I wonder if the card fell out. Let me look through this out real quick.
Yeah. Go see if it's in the note.
Oh, here it is. Here's some cards. I was like, oh, John, that's an
The
interesting.
reveal. Now
Yeah,
that's a classic.
the Grinch. He sent me. It looks like some Ozzie Smith cards. Upper deck. Maybe it's 90 or 91,
Looks like 91 could be.
and some more Ozzie Smith cards from Leaf.
Nice.
I think this is 90.
Okay.
So, John, certainly appreciate it, man. I'll go through this in the note later. Lastly, Angie, who was on an episode a couple episodes back, she has this apparel line, and so she sent me a cool T-shirt that I'm gonna wear to Uncle Rich's card show tomorrow.
Nice.
Cue up the old
Oh,
card show hero by Foreigner, right?
yeah, that's good.
So I'm gonna be a
He's a
card show
card
hero, man.
show hero.
Some nerd's gonna do that.
Grades in his eyes. It's an
That'd be
SGC.
hilarious.
Dun, 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 dun. We can keep going.
Standing in the rain, got a show to go.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
hooked me up with a really nice retro insert of young Dakota Prescott here.
Hey, that's a cool looking card.
Yeah,
That's
that's
nice.
this year's Topps Chrome. And
Yeah,
so
my
Rebecca
my
Felton
son
loves these.
my son Ian is crazy about Dak Prescott. He would put that on his next to his bed. That's pretty cool.
And well, Angie, thank you. John, thank you. Patrick, thank you. Making it Christmas in May. Appreciate you guys.
You
Uh,
got it, man.
Rocking, man.
I'm
Well,
gonna
what else
make it
can we get
snow. I'm
into,
gonna make it
dude?
snow in June too. So be ready.
The weather gods have not been kind to us here in Dallas, man. Rain, hail. So I'll slow down on the snow and the ice here in Dallas.
Yeah, on the flip side, we've gotten some of the rain that you've had, but we have not. We've been in a drought here for like 3 months. So getting rain like a couple days ago and then yesterday has been more than welcome. So it's kind of strange because we usually get quite a bit of rain, but we haven't gotten any. So pretty wild how the world is working. The Southeast is changing. It's
Yeah, we
becoming more
control
like
the weather
Dallas.
god, man.
Yeah, we're getting tornado watches and warnings in Charlotte in the deep south. It's unheard of. Like the jet stream has totally changed in the last since I've lived here in for 12 years now. So,
What else you want to get into, man? We got a few more minutes.
man, I mean, what do you think? Let's talk about. I mean, this is kind of sad, but this is North Carolina, so there's a lot of racing fans around here. Kyle Busch passed away, and crazy circumstances on that. He was 41 years old, did a lot for charity, was well known. He was the winningest Cup racer in the history of NASCAR through all three race events, all three race classes, and the big race we're having today. Obviously, in Indianapolis 500, they're going to do a memoriam for him, I think, on lap 18. So something like that. So and I think all the cars will have a black 18 on their car as well.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was pretty sad. I mean, he's a great family man, does a lot for charity, is always speaking positively, and he apparently passed away from pneumonia. That became sepsis. I guess that something was not diagnosed quick enough, or he had sinus infection maybe a month ago, and because he's doing the G-force and racing, and I guess it never really healed. So really a freak accident, but a lot of people's hearts, here in North Carolina, going out to Kyle Busch. And I think everyone should take a moment, watch the race, watch the beginning of it. I think it'll be pretty special. It'll make you feel very proud to be an American, and take time with the family. So it's
Well, definitely family time for sure, and
yeah,
Memorial Day weekend, and remembering those that sacrificed for us to have a card show, and for us to
yeah,
talk about this on YouTube, and for us to enjoy our cards. Like these are luxuries that I think, and they could call them first world problems, because
yeah,
a lot of the other folks they're dealing with a lot more trying times and difficult situations than we are.
yeah. You know what makes me want to do? I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go buy a pack of cards today, or a blaster. I just feel like doing it. It feels like it should be a day to do that, right?
Well, that, and then you can get the grill going, and get the burgers and the dogs, and feed the neighborhood kids, and
Yeah,
maybe
we've got a little get together in the neighborhood. I just found out from like 2 to 5 today. Going to get some neighbors together. Haven't seen some people in a few months, so and the rain's going to hold off, so it'll be nice, which would be great.
Well,
So
let me kind of close out things with set building, because that's something that you and I are like something that we do avidly.
yes, yeah,
Um, are there? You said you're working on your 75 set. Are there any other sets that you're working on at this time?
I'm about to embark on my 84 tops football set. So I've got a lot of those cards mint. I need to find out exactly which ones I need kind of to upgrade. I think I've got the whole set, but I'm going to go through it again because I've had like 2 or 3 boxes of commons. I need to converge them all into one, do a master set, and then kind of go from there. But I'm going to start working on that. So, and I love that set. I mean, it's got Elway, Marino. It's a good set.
If you've
So
already got the Elway and the Merino, you're off to a great start. Now it's just filling in a few holes, and you'll enjoy it, man. That's obviously a highly touted set,
yeah,
and one that is one that I think will be a keeper for a long time. One that you look back, and you reflect on that and enjoy looking through those cards.
yeah. Every time I look through them, it brings back a lot of memories, like Duron Cherry, and I think it's Reggie Roby's rookie. And you get some of these players that you look at and you're like, God, I remember that guy. He was really good. He was
Wasn't
great.
Roby the punter who always wore like
Yeah,
a watch, and he would
yeah,
time his punts?
yeah. Reggie Roby, man, he was amazing. So
That's something
as a
you don't see
punter,
anymore in the NFL, as a man wearing a watch, timing his punts.
well, if I was when I was a kid, if I was more in tune with exactly how football is coached and how there's a change of field possession and how it's more advantageous to get your defense to pin them deeper. I didn't care about that. I was like, oh, Marino, throw it deep. 50 touchdown passes to Clayton and Duper. I mean, it was great. But when you think about it, you have a weapon like a Reggie Roby, and he can just punt the ball 70 yards and pin a team within the 10 or 15-yard line. You're going to win. You're going to win a lot of games because you're going to flip the field when you get back on offense, and you'll be 1st and 10 on your own 45. So
Hmm.
I just didn't understand that back in the day as a kid. So,
Well, now that you're able to analyze this and enjoy the game, Reggie Roby, man. Well, maybe we can find some Reggie Roby cards in our collections, man, and talk about
Yeah,
what a
you
great
never
player he
know.
was. Ken
Yeah.
versus Ray Guy. Well, as we're winding down, bringing back the 300 club thing, I've got my stump Patrick question ready.
All right, great. Let's go.
You ready to get stumped?
Yes, stump
Okay,
me.
going back in time. First MLB player to reach 100 career home runs and 100 stolen bases.
Ooh,
Okay,
100 career,
so here's a
100
big
career.
hint. Last century.
Yeah.
Last century. 100
Um,
club. You want to throw out some names, or you want me to throw out names? What do you want me to do, man?
I've got a couple ideas, but I'm like, yeah, look, throw the names out since this is over 100 years old. Maybe that would be helpful.
Okay, I can do that for you, sir. All right, is it A, Babe Ruth? Babe Ruth, 100 club. Is it B, Ty Cobb, 100 club? Is it C, Frank Schulte, 100 club? Is it D, Bill Donovan, 100 club? Again, you're looking for 100 home runs, 100 stolen bases.
Woo!
Get some big names, small names. What do you think?
This is taking a twist.
Oh yeah, I had to think of this one.
Yeah, it was good. That's good. I mean, I like how you throw out the possible ones and then also some other possible ones I may not be familiar with. I want to say A or D, but I'm going to go with the Great Bambino. I think maybe he had some wheels and nobody knew about it. So,
Well, if you said Babe Ruth, you, like 48.2% of America, are wrong.
ah,
It's
okay,
not Babe Ruth.
okay. Bill Donovan.
That's the first. It is. It is Wild Bill Donovan.
Okay, God, I
He
was
did this in
50-50.
1904.
Yeah, I was 50-50, and I've heard that name before, but I didn't know why I heard that name.
I
I
don't
should
know
have.
why he was wild,
Yeah.
Bill Donovan. I've got to do some research, but I found that to be fascinating. Like,
Yeah.
I thought Ty Cobb initially, because
Well, I
that
knew Ty Cobb's home runs were not there though. He
he
was
hit
just
his
scrappy.
he had a career 117 home run
Yeah.
uh,
Okay.
in the MLB. However, his was disqualified because of the dead ball era.
Gotcha. Maybe Wild Bill.
Yeah, I guess MLB discards that and says
Maybe Wild Bill Donovan was wild because once he got on the base paths, you could just. I mean, you couldn't contain the guy.
if he's a wild man on the bases.
Maybe people are afraid to throw him out. Otherwise, he may like have some repercussions after the game in the locker room. Maybe he was real wild.
Dude, yeah, I don't know, man. And then Frank Schulte is that's a another character of old lore in baseball, and you'll have to do your homework on that guy. He's
Yeah, I will because I'm
very
I'm not
interesting.
familiar with him. So
He has a nickname of Wildfire. So you got
okay.
Wild Bill Donovan and Wildfire Frank Schulte. So we're
And
just
if you
going
have
back in
any
time, man.
if you have any Wildfire Frank Schulte cards, please show them. Show us what you got. I'd love to see that and a Bill Donovan card.
Hey, CardBlitz fans, now you know, man. Reach out to us on Facebook or Instagram, yeah, or CardBlitz. Um, again, I guess we'll just kind of wrap it up. I mean, time's flying. We're almost out of time.
Yeah.
Again, thank you, viewers. Hopefully, we've entertained you enough, educated us too more in this hobby. Patrick, any closing thoughts or remarks?
No, I'm. You know what? I just hope my lawnmower starts. It's time to mow. So,
Yeah, you don't want the city ordinance with a little like sticker on your
well, well,
front door, right?
there's a break in the weather. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You got to take advantage of this 8 hours. I don't care. It's going to be messy, but I couldn't get my mower to start, and I love that thing. And I'm like, all right, come on, please, let's make something happen here.
Making some yard work.
That's
Well, I
right.
guess on that note, for Card Blitz fans, again, thank y'all for your support, your comments. Appreciate y'all sharing the word and helping us get our name out there. And we'll see y'all in the next episode.
That's right. See you guys. See you, Kelly. Have a good day.